What up, what up, what up, everyone? Gumption Poker here. I've been beating the cash games on GG and CoinPoker since I started streaming in October post rake. Bit of a special session today. We're going to load up some 500 NL and 1K NL tables on GG and see how we fare. Just a bit of fun. We will see how we go. The goal, as always, just play solid poker. And I'm just going to bring up the 1K NL tables up here too. There we go. So we got the two 1K NL tables down the bottom here and the 500 tables up the top. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'll do my best to kind of explain the situations as they come along. I'm not 100% familiar with the meta or anything. I haven't really played these games on GG before, so just going to do our best. I think King Jack's going to be a bit of a mix here versus a BB3 bet. I don't have much information on them. 0 hands. I'm just going to play a fold. And the Ace King, I'm going to go for 3 bet. They're only 2 hands in. Just going to go to 11 big since they're a little bit shallower. Ace Jack, we're going to mix a 3 bet and a call here. And the Ace King, we're going to go for a small C bet. Let's call this time with the Ace Jack. And this is an easy peel with Ace Jack. We're beating a lot of hands in their range right now. We can see them going for just over a third sizing, which I think is good. Makes sense. They instantly bet 70% on the turn. Tough spot here already. I think with the Ace of Diamonds, I am going to continue. It does allow me to bluff some runouts, and we beat the lower Ace X that might be inclined to bluff. So this runout, like we do hit a straight, but it's just okay. We obviously lose to some boats and bigger straights. So interestingly, I don't think I'm going to get value from worse. Queen Jack's close here, I think, between raise or call. They did bet multi-way. I'm just going to call. Yeah, I'll make a tight check back here with the Ace Jack. We get lucky against tens. And I think when they go 1/3 on the turn, pretty happy to just stack my Queen Jack and protect my equity a little bit, get some thin value. But I think they're kind of telling me that I have the best hand when they bet that size on the turn there. We play a limp here. We're doing not great on this Ace Deuce 4. It's okay though. I'll go ahead and just bet 1 BB just to kind of, it's not really a value bet, but we're kind of protecting equity. Not going to get a ton of worse hands to fold, but certainly some. We're going to check pure on this 9-4-4, although this player could be a fun player. Once they instantly bet really big multi-way, not really interested in doing anything here with my ace deuce, just going to fold it right away. A6, just a standard fold. So from the small blind, we're playing a linear 3-bet strategy, meaning we will 3-bet all of our strongest hands and fold all the weakest. Whereas on the big blind, we do the opposite of that. 3-bet some strong hands and then some really weak stuff. Even a hand like A6 off with a blocker, but low playability may fit the bill. It'll be interesting to see how these games pan out. Obviously, GG Premier Poker site, 500 and a 1K. Starting to get some play for some serious coin. Expect there to be some pretty good players. And I do see that we're now live, so I'm going to activate stream mode. And I've got the added kind of challenge of my opponents being able to tune in, hear my thoughts. But I will just do my best to kind of just explain more just typical concepts that shouldn't really be a surprise to my opponents. We might just have to keep some things in the vault, depending on kind of what's happened. Yeah, usually we would stream Tuesday, Friday, 200 Russian cash. Just felt like doing something a little bit different today and see how this goes, see how you guys like it tuning in. A little bit of an experiment, a little bit of fun. And hopefully we have a nice session in the process. The 7-3 off's just not going to be a defend. He is going a little bit over min too, so it's the BB defending ranges are fairly sensitive to the opening sizes. 5-4 off, simply too weak to limp or raise 2 from the small blind. It's unlikely to kind of get away with things that we could have gotten away with before. We do love reg tables. GL, my man. Thank you, Rezonut. Appreciate you a lot. Thanks for tuning in. The King 10, I mean, the table seems pretty nitty so far. Just going to open pure. Queen 7-10, like a pretty good board. We can come up with a few different strategies here. The King 10 is a fairly classic candidate to check back. We've got the second pair. The good kicker does make me want to try and start getting some value. But I'm not in a huge rush with this hand. There's not very many bad turn cards. An ace is bad, but we pick up a gut shot. Aside from that, nothing's that bad. Like this 7 isn't that bad because even if we bet, they're not going to fold any 7x. So all we've done is actually made the pot smaller. We could consider bluffing now, or betting now rather, but I'm going to just play check back. And we're definitely looking to get some value on the river. I mean, Kruzin is fairly uncapped, still has some 7x, not a ton, but a lot of Queen X, or not a lot, but a decent amount. They already had a lot of offsuit Queen X combos. I'm not surprised to see them go for this 2x pot bet. This is just an easy call for me, though. I block King Queen, obviously Queen 10 10s, and they can presumably come up with a handful of bluffs here. But yeah, I'm not like fist pumping this situation. And they do have the counterfeited 6s. I think it's a nice play by them. And this is why we really need to consider protecting our ranges in all spots. Something that you don't really need to do at lower stakes. I actually might go for some thin value here with the ace-3. We do benefit from getting folds too. I'm going to go for a range bet on this king 6-4. We do hit the ace. Now it's time for me to check and try and get Kin Yip to maybe bluff, put in some money, or even just tell me kind of what hand they have by the river. But we're blocking the ace. So they snap check back. They can still have some slow plays. They can have some small pocket pairs. I think a small bet here is kind of nice. When they snap check back turn, I don't expect them to bluff river. I think they've got some sort of showdown value. I might even bet a little bigger here, 1.6. And really close spot here with the queens. I like to see the pot for there from Bad Nick, and then your easy call with this ace-3. This other ace-3 we're going to see bet about the 40. Queens here is close. I actually think I'll go for fold. I do think Bad Nick will float appropriately. It just seems like a spot where it's a little bit tricky for them to come up with a ton of bluffs. The straight got there, the board paired. I don't think like 4x wants to turn itself into a bluff, so actually just make a really tight fold there. In O Turlet, did you play with Linus? I don't think so. We're just going to give up / showdown the ace 3. I don't think we have a ton of showdown though. We beat some 2x like king 2 suited. But yeah, just going to give up my hand and choose to bluff something else. It is a spot where we both kind of have... I'm going to go for a 3-bet here with the queen 8. We're going to do this at a low frequency. GL, you legend. Thank you, do 66AN. Appreciate you. We both had some flushes there too, so it wasn't really a spot where I was looking to like pile in money. We'll fold the jack 4 off blind on blind. The queen 9, we're going to be c-betting at a pretty high frequency for a small size. The exceptions would be hands like ace 8 off and ace 9 off. Let's go about 1.3. Won't look to bet. Ace 5 is still getting called, is still having enough worse hands or better hands to fold. And looks like they've maybe picked up on, or maybe not. I mean, they're at a 0% 3-bet, but king 9's already a little bit loose. The jack's okay for us. With the ace 5, the thing about the jack here is it connects really well, so I'm actually going to check back. Like most floats and hands that call flop connect with this jack, whether it's 10 jack. Boss, good to see you. You know, even king jack, definitely floating. River, we have an opportunity to bluff. It is a pretty good run out for us. Yeah, I'm going to go for a big bet here. Okay about this bluff, but I don't love it. It is just a nice board where I have some ace-king combos. I've got some flush combos that did check back. I'm blocking nicely. I'm really trying to get hands like other ace highs. Maybe some 9x to fold. There might be some 10x that made it there that can fold, but I'm not expecting queen x to fold, obviously. And certainly not king x straights. But I still think it makes for an okay play, and it does get through this time. So on the 9, we don't improve. This is a really good board and situation for us. We can play some big bets on the turn. I'm not going to do it this time, though. Have fun today, boss. Thank you, Sasha. We having fun. Shout out to you all tuning in. Interesting river on the ace. Really easy to overbluff this spot. They're going to check call a lot of ace highs. We're going to barrel some. I think it's close with my hand. I think I'll just actually might go like smaller than pot here and just target like 2x and maybe 5x. King X is going to call me regardless, I think. I'm happy for that one to get through. Certainly a close one. I think we're meant to mostly 3-bet this. It's probably a mix. I guess I'll call it. Not the guy for heads up. Hopefully we can get some people joining that table. And against the check back. think we do want to start just value betting. Our hand's quite strong. I'm just going to go a B75 here. Actually, I might go pot. And we were going to get a very, very strong run out there. And they have left. We're going to find a new table. The queen 10 off will fold this time. And again, a big thanks to everyone tuning in. We'll see how this goes. We've been moved. Oh, do I need to update? No, it's still on stream. Okay, cool. King 8 off, just a standard fold from the cutoff. Don't really have a huge reason to open it at this point. Circus Danique says, GL. Thank you for tuning in, Circus. Says you're listening only. What's that mean? Important to look at all the action there. So there was an interesting pot where we had Antonio 3-betting King 9 suited. Cut off first button. A C-bet flop 1/3, check back turn, and check back river. I'm going to defend King 10 off. We will not have a leading range on King Jack Queen, so we can just snap check it. And they go for this about half pot, is it? Yeah, our hand is too kind of mergy to consider check raising with no history especially. So I'm just going to play a standard check call. And the 5 fairly brick turn. They can probably play some big bets now. Yep, as you can see, they go for it. We've got a really nice high equity hand. We block nicely. We block 2 pairs. We block straights. Really easy call for us. We can't get called. It's unlikely or hard to get called by worse. So just the easy call on the turn. And you hate to see it. You know, they're betting the 330 into 40 on the river. We do have a nice bluff catcher. I don't know if we get believed a ton by jamming. I'm going to call this combo. I don't have the hearts, which is nice, and I'm just blocking really well, but not winning all the time. This time they come with 10-8 off, so pretty happy to see that one. I'm going to note Antonio's 3-bet. Defend the Queen 3 suited. 500 NL. Huge BBJ incoming. Mark my words. Thank you, Evil Saint. We got some 1K NL coming too. So let's get it done there, please. We see them check back on King Jack 5. I need to be careful here. I do have a lot of King X and some Jack X for sure, so I do want to bluff. With Queen 3 suited, I'm going to choose to just keep checking down. And I got to note that this Chris player, yeah, I'm going to give up the Queen 3. El Baco, yo, GL mate, I'm glad to see you try something new. Let's freaking go. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Following with the Discord link. Oh, they've only got 8 bigs. I'm just going to bet a big blind with my 7-8. The Queen 3, I'm not really going to do anything with that hand. I could consider some check raises and some bluffs, but I would rather have a spade. And 7-5 suited, I'll defend heads up. And we missed this board, and we're not playing leads. We do pick up some equity. I think I'll just keep checking down. I think it's pretty easy for me to start over bluffing this spot a lot, and I would also prefer to have a club. And yes, I want to have some bluffs on 4 clubs, but I think if I just pick every kind of loose gut shot and everything, I think I might be overdoing it a bit. Although this is a suited combo, so I do need to consider that. But yeah, I'm going to let Nightwish have this pot. Play a little bit weak. When we do lose to King Jack High, I mean, they have a call basically at any point. The river would be the closest. Getting some nice hands here. Kings and queens. And aces. Look at that. Let's see. We're going to go B40 roughly. Yeah, let's just go 2BB with the queens. The aces. Yeah, let's do the same. So on this king, the queens, we can certainly bet a street for value, check back. And we're going to be betting over bet the pot when we do it. The aces. I think we can do the same thing here. We can also check back the aces here, especially with the diamond. It's an okay candidate. Big shout out to Dillsy1. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you. And got the nut flush draw gut shot versus a set. Cousin Love and Life. Yeah, let's check the King 3. We're going to pure check this board. The King 10 suited. We will go and play a B75 strategy. Definitely a bigger bet strategy. We're also going to be betting a bit big here with the King 3 once they check back. Dillsy GLGL, first time watching the Twitch stream. Thanks, Dillsy. Appreciate you. And we're going to go over bet here with the King 10. It's an okay spot. The king isn't great to have in my hand. I like, obviously, the equity that it brings, but it's not blocking any of the value. And it's kind of blocking some of the folds in King Jack, King Queen, and King 10 as well. So that's kind of not amazing. The 10's decent. It blocks Ace 10. I think that's a hand that will continue. This river's interesting. I think we can play a shove. I mean, we've got Queen 10 offsuit. We open from the cutoff. They're going to have to fold some of those on the turn, and they will check raise them some on the flop. And I can also just have pocket aces, pocket jacks, obviously pocket fours. Ace jack, I don't think it wants to shove. I think we'll just keep it for sets and straights. But this one gets through, which is lovely. Just some junk hands to fold. Just replay that big pot that happened. Evil Saint, how many tables are you playing? It would be way better if you could add 2 more in layout. 4 tables are a bit slow for the viewer. Yeah, I was actually trying to set up to go 6. I was having a little bit of trouble with how to do that. I'm not the best with all the Twitch layout stuff, and I don't have a ton of time today. I didn't should have been organized and had it ready sooner, but so I'm sorry about that, Evil. I could maybe just switch back to 200 Russian cash. And that way there's more action. The Queen Jack 7. I think with 2 callers, I'll just check back my hand. I think it's going to be a little bit too loose to start bluffing it. It's an okay board for me, but both players have 7s, Queen Jack, Jack 7, Queen 7, as well as like King Queen and some kind of King 10 stuff that's not going anywhere. As played, yeah, just going to give this one up. And yeah, we blocked the nut flush here, but I don't think it's super relevant given the action. Just going to let that one go. I would like to add more tables too. Yeah, it's just a little bit tricky for me to do it during the stream and while trying to play. This player's playing so tight. I think I'll just fold the ace-jack. They just seem to be really nitty so far. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I could just 3-bet it and not play the flat. Yeah, just going to check the 6-7 over here. I can't remember now. I think I got distracted, but we had that weak ace-x hand against them. Did we lose that pot? Now let's value bet for sure once they check back. Oh, was that a different table that ace-x hand happened? Oh, they had ace-king. Okay, I'm just seeing the replay now. Well, that's good to know. Oh, it's a different player anyway. All right. See, this is why I can't add too many more tables. I'm already getting lost. And yeah, nice scenario here. I mean, 22 hands. They're playing tight so far. Well, not really. Oh, yeah. 8% 3-bet, actually. So their 3-bet's going to be really high, but they've gone so small that I don't want to fold my hand. All right, sorry, I don't want to flat. The ace-10 off will just call blind on blind. We hit a nice board. We're going to play a 1/3 bet here. Looks like this player might be a bit of a weaker player. Yeah, the 3 turn's not amazing. We can play 1/3 though and still get called by a hand like ace-6, ace-7, ace-8. I think that's in that line, this line quite a lot as well. So I'm going to go for a bit of a thin value. I'm going to range bet this king 5-7. Get the quick call, see the ace. So really easy to, again, over bluff on this card, but also like overvalue a hand like ace-deuce, where this is an easy check back now with the ace-10. Oh, they have a set of 3s. Yeah, basically the ace-2 here, I'll just play as check back. Play a big bet with my stronger ace-x. And we have a pretty interesting spot on the river. They've chosen to not bluff. So they have some sort of showdown value. I'm going to go try and get value from king x here. We get to see a quick call. And it is the king x. So you love to see it. Dilsey1, Krazen is a high ELO poker on YouTube. Oh, cool. I don't know who that is, but I'll check him out. Thanks, man. The ace four. I mean, I kind of want to. Yeah, I think I'll go for the squeeze here. It seems like a pretty good spot and an okay hand to do it. He was grinding 200 Russian cash some days ago. He's really cool and chill. Oh, nice. Shout out to High Yellow Poker. Looks like they've left our tables for now. The squeeze gets through, which is lovely. What do you think about 9 max ante? I mean, I'd love to try it. I've never played 9 max ante. I play 6 max ante on coin as my main game, which I love. I've been enjoying that a lot. I'm going to go B40 here on this 946 with queen 10. This is a okay bluffing candidate. I can get some worse hands to fold. I got some really nice backdoor opportunities too. And it's a really easy just bet fold versus. Let's bet a little bit bigger here with the ace queen. And the queen 10 we defend BB. Big shout out to Creeping Death MP. Thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, we see them go for the big bet here, which is really nice. I think, if I only call with my spades, I'm going to have a really tough time finding some bluffs later. So I'm going to call this one. But you can see the intentions behind the call here. What do you think about 9max? A goated format. I like this too. It's less action than Russian cash, but gives you more time to think through the spots in the end. Yeah. It's fine. I just said that to help with the stream. Yeah, thanks. Well, I do want the stream to do well. So, yeah, I'll switch to Russian cash if that's looking to be a better option. Don't worry about it. If anything, can check if you can do it on the coffee break. Yeah. I can't really have coffee breaks though because of the reg table format, unfortunately. That is another downside. We see Ace King looking good here against a 3x open, looking to be pretty fun player. I'm going to go for just a huge 3-bet. Yeah, I'll just go to 20. You always want to see a very bricky flop, right, when they fold and you got Ace King. Although that board was quite nice, had a lot of equity. With the gut shot 2 overs. And what happened there against the short stack? 2 buoy opens, they defend. 1/3 C bet, time bank bet, and then river check fold. Interesting. So you can see the stacks yet to get off the mark at 500, but at 1K we're up the mark. So clear proof that you need to move up to where they respect your raises. Yeah, unfortunately with the cold 4-bet and this play being very uncapped behind me, I just have to fold. I mean, I'm interested in getting it in against Bez bash any here. They're two hands in stacking off. I'm very happy to put in sevens against them. But yeah, just can't do much with two Bowie behind, and you hate to see this. You hate two Bowie killing us, mate, killing us. Just flat there, please. But yeah, you can see the proofs in the pudding. Move up to where they respect your raises. Clear as day, right? And yeah, get a nice board here. We're going to play half pot on the Queen Jack 10. Multi-way. Uh, the thing about this situation is there's some King X of diamonds and clubs that get to free roll me on the turn. I'm going to check back. The nice thing about checking back too is I've got some more boats in my range if it does pair. They bet 4 into 13 really quickly. I don't think they ever do this with the flush, so I'm just going to jam. Guess I just have to check the kings here. These pots are going multi-way a lot more often than I thought I would be seeing them. 9 max anti-stream coming soon. Oh yeah, I mean, sounds fun. Let's do it. I'll need Sasha to coach me a bit first. How do I play the first 3 positions? We're just going to call the kings. We're going to just go B75 here with the king queen. We're, a little bit capped. Goes check, check. They check call. I mean, yeah, they're going to have more 9x than us. We should have more queen jack than them, or it's pretty close because we check back some. The kings we just have to try and show down now. The ace jack off fold from cutoff. Ivan really burning the time banks. Makes the call with the king jack, so that's nice. The kings, I guess we just have to fold, especially when Patita 22 comes along. Yeah, we lose to both of them. Kind of. I would say we save money for sure because when we bet flop, S Sam Jang isn't going anywhere, and then they don't go anywhere on the turn too. Potentially, Patita can play some check raises too. I'll make you a coffee, bro. Well, thanks, not smart guy. Gaming, I appreciate you. Legend, yes, please. The RNC addicts can't handle a thinkable grind. Resin. Me until recently. Monkey Lemeo 1. Isn't 8-5 suited a good 4-bet in position? I guess so. No tunes today. Yeah, let's get the tunes going. I'm going to check back the aces. Hope they've got sixes. Give them sixes one time, please. Please give them sixes. Yeah, I think I just have to bet turn. Go B75. Obviously, I just get a ton of folds here. I'm blocking so much, but gotta start. Gotta start somewhere. Didn't run into the. Oh, I guess I just realized that doesn't actually qualify for bad beat jackpot. Thank God they didn't have sixes. We need aces full of tens, don't we? uh, hey, GL. Thank you, Leandre. Appreciate you. Monkey LeMayo in with the real strat. First shot NL1K on reg tables. Yes, I've been playing it a bit on coin, and I'm doing quite well there. Although I had a pretty bad session yesterday, but that was at 500. But yeah, doing well at just a tiny sample on CoinPoker. But yeah, so let's open the ace eight. We've got a weaker player in the small blind. Buttons playing quite nitty so far. They three bet me right away as I say that. I mean, small sample, so yeah, I shouldn't make too many big assumptions. But this isn't like a huge extra wide open by any means. We are 2xing. But maybe if it was a tough lineup behind, I would fold it. I've got the cash drop thing up on the side too, and we scooped the first one, which is kind of cool. What do you win? $1,000 or something? Should probably pay attention to the other tables there. So Tui again in the action, and Bez flat small blind and leads twice, donk bets twice. Pretty small size on the turn. I guess not hugely small though, because they're quite short. So that makes sense with the flush card. I mean, doesn't not make any sense for them to lead Ace King 5. So curious to see how this one pans out. And no showdown, sadly. We will defend the Ace 9. Defend the Queen Jack, the Ace 9. Ooh, it's not a bad flop for Queen Jack. Ace 9 we're going to defend. We can sometimes check raise. I'm just going to play check call this time. Ace 7 I'll fold versus 3x open. The Queen Jack. We're going to play some check raises and some check calls. Let's play check call this time. And yeah, get the turn check back. We can play some big bets here with the Queen Jack if we want to. We can also just check. I think their range is mainly like King X and some weak Ace X. And some like showdowny type stuff. I don't think they're gonna try and bluff river. I do want to check sometimes on the river though. Nine max is super easy. Stacks of 200 bigs. So you set mine all day. That doesn't sound very fun. Code Gumption in Fortnite store. Well, don't forget to use code Gumption in CoinPoker. Sign up. Best way to support me in the stream. Like to have a flatting range EP, but that's just me. That's pretty fun. Usually, this is about the first couple positions. Slightly tighter than you would on 9 max, but not terribly much because of the antis. Oh, yeah. Big shout out to 5UPP. Thanks so much for the follow. Let me replay some of the hands here so I can see what was going on. This Ace 9, they flopped second pair after flatting Ace 9 suited. Oh, Reza, no, you legend. Subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot. You're an absolute legend, mate. You need bigger than a. Yeah, I just realized that. Take my sub. Thanks, Resonat. You're a legend. Thank you. And the thin 3-4. Was that a bluff? Oh, they both just had a straight IC. Okay, never mind. Confused there for a second. Nightwish is a total beast. Not surprised. I expect there to be a lot of good players. I can only go off what I've seen so far, though. Mick Sco361 subscribed, you absolute legend. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks, everyone, for supporting. It does mean a lot. Just trying to go through these replays here. Meme Land, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you. So Boris had flat, ace nine suited, button versus hijack. I'm getting all these sound effects. What's going on? Let's call the jack nine suited. And this one, we'll just check call flop. I'd rather have a queen in my hand if I want to do some bluffing. So I'll just start with check call here. The ace 10 off, we will defend. 9-7 suited will mix. I'll fold this time. Yeah, we hit two pair here. Obviously, four straight out there. So it's not that strong. The ace 10, I think when they bet this big, I'm just going to play check call. But I will check raise the ace 10 here sometimes. Let's go ahead and do it this time, actually. Yeah, pretty close. Tough spot here with the jack 9. They can have some 7x. I think this is more likely to be some queen x. A hand like ace 5 suited can do this just to bluff away. 3-bet the queen 10 suited. Let's see, queen jack, queen 9. So the 9's not great. I'm just trying to think if I block any, like, much queen x. Ace queen's not in there because that bet's turn. So it'd be queen x with a pair, like queen jack, queen 10. Queen 9 is a straight and barrel's turn, so... yeah, I guess I pay this one. Seems like a decent combo, and we do get it right. They got ace 2 of diamonds. Just trying to think about, like, they went bet, check back, bet. So what other queen x combos left there? They do have some for sure. But I just need to, had to go through and kind of think just how many and how were we doing in terms of blocking. Queen jack suited. Let's go ahead. 3-bet. 5-6 suited. We can mix. I'm going to fold this time. I think small blind might be going like super crazy on us, which I don't love with my hand. Like if I flat, I think they're going to squeeze a lot. They've got a 21% 3-bet over 35 hands and just crazy stats. So a hand like 5-6 isn't the kind of stuff I want to VPip with. Queen Jack, we open, get called by cutoff. They're this short stack player. I think I'll just min raise them and just stack off. They've been playing kind of wild. And here we're just going to go small bet in position with the Queen Jack. Pretty nice board for us. And yeah, just going to put them in on the turn here with Queen Jack. You see the call here with Ace 9, so you love to see that. And we do hold, which is lovely. And a big shout out to everyone who's tuned in, who's follow along. Of course, Mixo, the new sub. Resonut, the new sub. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, everyone tuning in, appreciate all the support. And if you do like this content and like my streams, please consider signing up on CoinPoker, the main site I play on, using code Gumption. I do think they've got some new Rakeback stuff teased for next month as well. So come on in, sign up. You can get free one-on-one coaching if you use my code Gumption. You can get some nice bonuses and whatnot too. So, and it's the best way to support me. So yeah, please do consider checking that out. Even if you don't think you'll play, just use my code, sign up, means a lot. Try it out. Ace 9, we defend blind on blind. We're going to check back turn. I don't think I need to turn this hand into a bluff. I'm just beating enough hands in the range, so I just snap check back on the river. This time they have a 4 and we lose. And yeah, that's totally okay. An okay result. Realized all our equity, could have hit an ace or a 9. I just need to take a short break. Sit out on next blind. Actually, let's not do that because I don't want to sit out on the small blind, right? Now I can do it. Yeah, ace jack 4 is pretty good for us. We're going to play a b75 strategy. I like to go on these high, high, low, big bet strat. Play a little bit more polarized. And ace king, I'll check back on the king queen 9. We're going to bet half pot a bit too though. Just going to mix between the two. And yeah, I'll now go roughly 65%-ish on the turn. Get 2 streets often with ace king here. Queen 6, we hit our queen, so we'll check down beating the jack x. Now we only beat the 4x, but we also beat the low pocket pairs too. So just going to take this one to showdown. No problem. Lose to the ace. We're not going to try and bluff off an ace. Ace king, yeah, on the jack. We just show down our hand. We're going to lose a decent amount, but it is what it is. And we'll go 1/3 on the jack 8-5 mono. We want to be betting small on the monotone stuff. We flop second pair. We don't have a leading range on jack 8-4, so we just snap check it. Check, check. Do we want to get value? Not with this hand. I think this is too thin. So we'll check again. Ace 3 against this 2.5. I'm just going to call. We can play some check raises with the king 8 here. I am actually going to do it this time. Ace 3. I'm going to check back. I think it's close. Kind of mix the two. On the turn, I'm going to bet. Yeah, we get to go for a check raise now. So I don't think they ever have a straight. I think they all bet turn. So they're really left with bluffs and then some... Like, only thing that I would say we lose to is like maybe Ace 8. But aside from that, we're good. This Ace 3 is also quite close. I think I'll go for thin value on the river. I think they're more likely to bet 2x flop or turn, so then I'm left with some pocket pair traps like queens, kings, some jack-egg trap. Not really a trap, they're just meant to mix them on the flop. It's like a weaker player in the small blind. I guess I'll open the king 8. Always looking for reasons to open tighter or wider. King 8's close, so I'm going to check it back. Big shout out to Honor Tilt Proof, thanks so much for the follow. Maybe I should just bet the king of spade, king 8 combo. We are going to see bet at a high frequency on ace 10-10, but less high than if it was like jack 10-10, and then, yeah, the king 8 off is... They're meant to call some better king highs and stuff, so it gets a little dicey, where I kind of get worse to fold, better to call a lot. So I'm going to stick this one in the check down range. They did have the better king X, which was not going anywhere. So I'm happy to have saved a bet. And yeah. Tough one here. Mr. Whitesnake is only 2 hands into the sesh. I'll call. Let's 3-bet the a7 suited. And yeah, we'll just go 1/3 on the king 4-6. Turn the 7. I think some players will peel again with like 10, some won't. Can get value from 5s. But yeah, I think check back is fine. They're gonna have called some ace queen, some ace jack too. So nice to have a 2 out at a cooler as well. Jack 9, yeah, we don't play a lead, and then they lead quarter pot. Inanus 111, thanks so much for the follow. This one, I think when they check call, their bluffs are going to be like some, maybe like queen jack floats, but some ace highs too. I think I'm blocking some of them. And I don't know if they bluff enough in that line. I haven't played with them, so played it safe and went for a pretty tight fold. Defend 10-9. I guess I have to call. I don't like this short stack stuff. Like, we're too shallow for me to check raise fold. Yeah, now I just have to fold, I guess. Unfortunate. found a new seat and we find ourselves with pocket queens. But we get the walk. And yeah, we will 3-bet this one. JRR1, hi there, nice to catch you streaming. Shout out to you, JRR1. We're going to 3-bet the ace-9 suited. We're going to 3-bet king-10 suited. We're going to open the queen-10 off. 9-4-5. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and bet b40. The king-10, we're going to go 1/3. The ace-9, when we do bet this, we're going to go big. b75. I think I will bet this one. Let's go big on the turn. And yeah, the 3 connects quite well, so the queen-10 is a give up for me. And they have ace-jack, which is very standard and fine. But yeah, just didn't really have the right kind of blockers or equity for me to do too much different. JRR1 with the sub, thanks so much, absolute boss. Thank you, legend. Appreciate that. So the ace-3, we're going to play some check raises here. And I'm going to go ahead and do it this time. Oftentimes when you're check raise bluffing, you want to share some cards with your value. In this case, we've got king-3 suited, pocket 3s, king-10. And other bluffs would be like queen-jack, ace-jack, ace-queen, small frequency. So it's nice to... I'm just going to be 75. We defend here? Okay. What are some good stats to have generally? I'm getting into 6-max poker. So we're going to check the ace-3 now. The turn bet was a little bit of a merge, looking to get value from the ace-queen, queen-jack type stuff. We're going to check the side river now. King-9 will just check down. Ace-3 is close. Don't mind a check jam. I don't know if they bet. I don't know if they're at the point where they want to bet like king queen here for value anyway though, or ace king. So maybe I can just play check call. Yeah, I think I just play check call on this one. Nice, we win max against the queen jack as planned.